Yeah, my name is Amy Nicole, and I have been single for a really long time. I don't sleep on the side of the bed like Paul does, though. I sleep in the middle with all my cats around me. So I recently had this story, of chemistry with another person, that kind of chemistry that just makes you stupid, where you just all of a sudden start forgetting things that you know, and sometimes you even say things that you don't mean to say, and you're just like a total dork, and you just get nervous, and you talk really fast like I'm doing right now. So yeah, I had that with this person, and like many dating stories that happen these days, it all started with Tinder. But it wasn't that kind of normal Tinder thing where he sends you some ambiguous messages and maybe possibly a dick pic before you have to block him. It was like, hey, one of our mutual friends told me that I should reach out to you for a massage, and she said our vibes would really get along, and I'm like, okay, you're messaging me for massage, and by the way, I'm a massage therapist, not. Are you messaging me for a massage, or are you trying to go out on a date with me? So I said, if it's for a massage appointment, go ahead and give me a call. I don't book appointments through Tinder. That's not why I'm here. So, anyway, he comes in for a massage, and it turns out we were just talking, and yeah, our vibes mesh. We have great chemistry. Everything's really cool. We end up just talking and texting and talking on the phone occasionally, messaging each other through social media. No longer Tinder, because I had deleted that app. And everything's kind of cool. It maybe takes a couple weeks, we go on a date. The first date was pretty magical, and I haven't had a magical date in a really long time. And we actually did a cameo appearance here. Chuck met him very briefly. It was really a really good night during Jazz Fest, and everything kind of continued. We kept having some occasional dates, going out, and it was really only our third official date that it kind of became clear, oh, he probably expects me to have sex with him tonight. And it was really awkward for me because it was the first time that I really had that much chemistry with somebody, but I didn't really want to do it. And I don't know if it's because there was all of this chemical reaction happening, and I have a lot of other things going on in my life. I'm really busy, there's a lot going on. And I just maybe kind of thought that once we did, it would kind of fizzle out and be over. And, but anyway, even though I'm this grown person and I knew that I didn't want to do it, I still went ahead and did it. And that was it. The energy shifted, it changed. And I didn't know if it was me or if it was him, but I did know that when I left his house the next morning, and for some of you this may not have been triggering or weird, but for me it was, he kissed me on the cheek and was like, I hope to see you soon. And for me, I'm like, that feels like I all of a sudden, after a month of us kind of courting each other, it felt like I had shifted to a booty call girl, which I was not at all happy about. I kind of sat with that for a few days, and again, I'm having all of these chemical reactions going on in my body, which are trying to override things that I actually need to do. And it's making me confused, and it's really, really, really becoming bothersome for me. So I finally just talked to him about it. And at first he seems really receptive, and he's like, yeah, and he explains to me that he's going through a lot, and he's been feeling some things and just whatever. It takes me about a week to just figure it out and be like, all right, I'm done with this, because I don't want to feel these chemical reactions in my body anymore. We need to stop. So my whole celebration for that, my girlfriend and I are going to this sculpture garden, the new addition to the sculpture garden. It's amazing, right? It's so good. So we're going, I'm walking up, and I see him standing under a tree by himself, and I'm like, And I'm sitting there trying to have my powerful girl moment, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Good to see you. And again, all these chemical reactions are happening. We walk into the sculpture garden, and all of a sudden I just feel something when we're turning. I feel something over here, and I look up to the left, and I see him walking in with another woman. And I have this moment and this realization and this everything. And it's kind of exactly what he told me when he finally responded to me with some truth and said, I really only want something that's super casual, which, by the way, just like the herpes conversation, is very important to have with somebody while you're courting them before y'all have sex, before you do anything. Just be like, hey, I really just only want to hook up and like have super casual sex and like hook up with a lot of other people. And then you can be like, hey, I'm really not interested in that. That's not really what I want to do. You're making all these chemical reactions happen in my body. I'd rather just walk away and not do this. Thank you. So it's super simple. Be direct. Be direct. That's all I say. So anyway, having that great moment, I look and I see like, oh wow, he probably has this addiction, which I hear with a lot of people on the dating apps, that they're addicted to the beginning of relationships and that chemical reaction. And then when it gets weird, all right, or not weird, but real, which also can feel weird, they're gonna walk away. And so what I took from that was that I'm actually addicted to new feelings and new things, but not so much relationships or playing with emotions, as this is something I've wanted to do for a really long time. I used to bartend for the Moth, and yesterday, for some reason, I was inspired to look up when the next Moth was, and I was like, it's tonight, and the theme was chemistry. And anyway, I accidentally walked up here. Thank you, guys. And can I say one more thing? I may try a dating app again, but it seems like next time OkCupid is where I should